Hello there! Coming at you today with a thought question. The question is, when have you noticed yourself being a hypocrite? When have you noticed yourself judging somebody else? Could be on your Facebook page, it could be a friend, it could be somebody that you see out in public or something, and you've judged them according to something, some standard of yours, or you're kind of angry by something that they've done or they did to you, and you're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing. Maybe not the exact same thing, but you're doing the same thing but in a different way. Does that make sense to you? It requires a lot of emotional intelligence to be able to kind of figure that out. And I know a lot of you are perfect. It's always that other person. They're idiots. And they're stupid, they're greedy, they're selfish, they're whatever, and it's not you, it's them. I realize that. I'm not talking to you, the perfect people. I'm talking to the people who are like me. In my life, I notice whenever I judge somebody, if I pause a moment, 100% of the time I have it in me, especially if it bothers me. If it bothers me, that's like I'm looking in the mirror. It bothers me that they're doing it because I do it. And this might be confusing for a lot of you. I'll try to give a couple of stories so that way you can kind of see what I'm saying. One time I was at some kind of concert, right? And this woman, she was singing. She was really overweight. And in my mind, I was thinking, man, that sucks, that she's that overweight. There's probably lots of things that she wants to do that she's not doing. She's probably really insecure about herself. Her self-worth is probably low. And I was thinking, she's crippled by fear. She's afraid. She's not working out because she's afraid to get started. She doesn't go to the gym because she's afraid of what other people will think of her. She's essentially letting the judgment of other people kind of cripple her, and thus she's staying the same. She's being a coward in essence. And I kind of caught myself with those thoughts, thinking about her in that way, and I paused a moment and I said, okay, how am I this way? And I realized here she is singing in front of all these people when so many times I wanted to sing, but I didn't because I was afraid. I let the, fear of judgment of other people cripple me from doing something that I wanted to do. So that's an example. The best examples, I think, are when somebody really kind of upsets you, when they upset you, because those are like the most interesting times to kind of pause and reflect and think about how you're committing the same violation. And this thought question is interesting for a lot of reasons. I realize a lot of you, probably most people won't comment because that takes a lot of kind of vulnerability to put yourself out there, but don't worry about commenting. Just pause a moment, just kind of reflect, and just try to come up with three areas. Let me see, I'll try to come up with another one. I have so many. A lot of them I don't want to share with you guys. How about this? Just recently, I tried to help somebody out. And I go against my own thing. See, this is another thing that I've done. So many times, I'm a big believer on if you give something away for free, there's no value. There's no value in giving something away for free. I've even made videos on that. So many times I've tried to help people out by giving them free training because I thought that I was doing them a favor, and I realized I was actually hurting them by giving it away for free because no one takes it serious. Nobody does it. Ever. And I tell them that. And just recently that happened again. So here I am making the same mistake. When I see other people do that, I'm like, why are you giving that away? Don't do that. That's not good. You're hurting that person. And here I am doing the same thing. Sometimes I judge other people. Why do you keep doing the same thing over and over again? Haven't you learned your lesson? here I am doing the same thing. So those are a few examples. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm interested to hear your stories. Everyone has moral standards inside. That's why you get upset when other people do certain things, because they're violating something inside you. Some people are more aware of these things than others. So again, the question is, when are you a hypocrite? When do you judge somebody, or when have you kind of been upset at somebody for doing something, but you're doing the same thing? You're violating that same standard, but maybe in a different way. That's it, guys. God bless you all. Peace.